Hello, children of the night, and welcome to the Collective Quarter with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and the Collective Quarter is not for the tools, it is for the spirits, for all of us to just come together and cheer each other on during our shadow work times. So, this week we have a Sagittarius quarter moon, and I've been doing some homework this moon, doing a little scribing. So we're gonna read a little bit off of the book here. But some of the things that I have observed through this first quarter transition is that some of us have been lit up, a spark of passionate fire and a sense for exploration into ourselves and the world around us. And I have also seen the contrary of this energy playing out as escapism as well. It's as if not all of us have come up out of the deep waters of the Scorpio moon. These souls have used the depths as an excuse to not participate and to slip away into the night. And this is an interesting split that I have been observing very specifically, as if we were choosing sides and which way we are going to use this Sagittarius first quarter as we are building up into our full moon. So let's get into our tarots. I definitely got a lot of fire. I put in Fire It Up and Scared Together. Both started playing in my head as we were getting into this, and I'm just chock full of energy now, so bear with me. Too anxious, too nervous, too excited, too ready. For the tower! For the tower! Yeah, some of us are very excited and leaping out of this tower to our freedom, and some of us are falling aflame from a burning building. We see the contrast of this dove and the people falling out of this tower. Like, that's the vibe. That's the vibe that I'm feeling, and it's exhilarating, it's energizing. And people on the right side of the Sagittarius energy, we're taking flight. We leapt out of this tower in order to see if we could fly, and now we're doing it. And some of us are jumping out of a burning building. Again, the escapism. Yes, that's where we're at. What do you want to do here, Four of Pentacles? Do a little dance? Yes, make a little love and get down tonight. Okay, throw that into our musical mix too. Sagittarius energy is so much fun when you are riding on the positive side of this, when you are stacking up your pentacles, not for the sake of being stingy, when you are finding your balance because you are building an empire, you are gaining ground. We're not participating, as opposed to the contrary side where we're holding all of this to ourselves. We're not hoarding. This is foundation for everyone to share, for my community. And I will put my energy into this. I will invest into this as they invest into me. Yeah. Some of us are getting ready to take flight. We just found our wings. Some of us are burning out and fading away. Where did you put your time and investments? Ooh, yeah, we're hitting it tonight. I'm glad we waited. I'm glad we waited. All in the reverse. For what? Point, purpose. Thought so. Are you flipped all the right way? We do that now. clarity, please. Okay, this I can work with. This we can ride. And actually, the last card did flip itself forward and right side up to hit the top of our deck. Just a little nod to some energy that passed by that was pretty flunked out and not super necessary to the storyline. Ultimately, it was not going to serve this purpose, was the end game result, and that's why I just kind of skipped past it, because by throwing this away, by casting it aside, by dismissing this storyline that we already knew was not going to be fulfilling, we are turning ourselves towards our own fulfillment. And that's what we want to read here, because we're cheering each other on. So, in the midst of chaos, when justice has turned its back and all hope seems lost, we turn to the moon for our guidance. We look at the big shining light in the darkness and we move ourselves towards it. We take the time, the care, and the people that matter the most to us, and we push that forward. We're going to have to push past disappointments, loss, regret, and self-pity. And as we push past these things, we start moving into our star. And look at that, when we start pouring into ourselves and into our surroundings, under that very same bright and shining star, someone else who has also been pouring into themselves and into their surroundings correctly will meet us there. A teammate. Somebody worthy of our investments and foundations. Yes, it's going to get dark. Yes, we are going to have to move through some heavy waters. But as we do, as we grow, progress, and learn our lessons and examine all of these cups and recognize them for exactly what they were, and stop being bothered by it, pour into yourself and the surroundings of yourself, that's where you find that connection, that balance, that stability within yourself. Told you it was a good moon. Good vibes all around. Our oracles certainly weren't not wasting any time. Peace, abundance, and growth. That's what we bring. These are the things that we have been building towards and working on. These are the paths that we are taking. If you are on this enlightened side, if you have jumped out of the tower with full faith and knowledge that you could fly, you will take flight. You have put your investments in the correct areas, the correct foundations, and with that brings our own sense of peace and stability amongst utter chaos and destruction. When you feel like you are surrounded with the most nonsensical things, take some time, really, and breathe. Do some slow breathing, move your body, stretch your muscles, become more in touch with your own self, and find your own sense of peace and control in the world full of chaos. The world will never be any less chaotic. It's not ever gonna get easier, but you can make yourself stronger mentally, physically, and spiritually. There is abundance coming. We have been preaching on this. This is the year 8. We are building, we are growing. All of those seeds that fell to the ground in the fall, they're coming in. And in order to prepare yourself for this abundance to come in, you have to know that it's already there. Prepare for it to come in. Know that it is. Believe in it. You don't see where it's coming from, you don't have to. All you have to do is get yourself ready to receive. Make your vessel open enough to receive the abundance, and it will be had. And as we go through this process, we get growth. Growth is not always pretty. It can get downright ugly. It can get painful. It can get tough. But out of the most chaos and destruction, out of death and decay, new growth comes. Self-growth comes. It's a cycle of death and rebirth after all. Thank you so much for coming out for this read. I had a fantastic time with all of this, and we'll see you next time.